Um, 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 um. Press machine. What's going on with press machine? I seen him post this on his page too. So here we are. We got press. We got French Montana. And we got Ye. Press is in like good company, yo. And he's apparently on the Gangsta Grills mixtape. Somebody sent me something via Twitter, and I'm gonna see if I can find this here. Let me see if I could find this. Somebody sent me something on Twitter saying that Pressa got a feature on the Jim Jones Gangsta Grill mixtape. Here we are. Found it. Uncle Ricky on the job. Bam. DJ Drama, Jim Jones, Pressa. I Friday Ricky Dred. Hey, C Pressa got a joint on Jim Jones Gangsta Grill mixtapes, but notice sorry, let me read it over here because I'm reading it from far. But notice he lists Los Angeles where he is at, but he's still a Canadian citizen. If he is, this is awesome. Let me read this again. But notice he lists Los Angeles. Yes, that's where he lives. He lives in Los Angeles. Fuck. And big salute to Tyne McLeod, who sent this. Yeah, man, Pressa's doing big things, yo. What do y'all think that Pressa needs to do? Because I've heard him talk about it in interviews, like on the Breakfast Club interview, on his last Adam 20 No Jumper interview with Adam 22. We love hip hop alumni, by the way, both of them. And one of the constant themes that he keeps on saying is that he's a legend over here in Canada, but he still hasn't blown up over there in America. Those are his words. That's how he usually says it. Yeah, in Canada, I'm a legend. You know, if you go back to Toronto and ask about me, I'm a legend over there, but I haven't just blown up in America yet. That's how he says it. All right. What do you think that Preston needs to do? And this is to y'all, the Comment Gang strong. What does Preston need to do to take this shit to the next level where he can have like a hit in the States? Like he has attachments, and the attachments remix there with Coil Ray. However, and with all due respectfully, I think the Americans look at him as more as Coil Ray's boyfriend than Toronto rapper Pressa, or Pressa, fucking rapper with fucking hits who come from Toronto. You know what I'm saying? They don't mention Drake with him anymore. They're just mentioning Coil Ray, and that's fine. That's his gal. You know what I'm saying? But what does he need to do to make it where like he separates himself from the pack? Okay. Rockboy says Jim Jones is a rat. Listen, I keep up with some of the stuff. Actually, I keep up with a lot of the stuff that's going on down south. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. But Rockboy also says too much fire artist over there. That's also true. You know what I'm saying? Easy Factor says Pressa didn't see Pressa in the post at all. The picture way better. He posted this on his page. And he tagged Ye, and he tagged fucking French Montana. We discussed this on the podcast before, and one of the suggestions was, you know, he needs to get another big feature, but I disagree with that. I also see on like Instagram and TikTok and different places like that, he's definitely he's on a social media grind as much as he can because like he's even mentioned a few different times he's not really big on the social media thing, right? Like he said even in his words when he was bigging up top five that if he had the same type of like personality and like in your faceness pause as top five, that he'd probably be bigger on social media, right? But nonetheless, he's still on his social media grind. I still see him posting on TikTok. I still see him posting on Instagram. You know what I mean? I get notifications. I have my notifications on. I keep my notifications on for rappers. You know what I'm saying? I see him posting. Pressa has another post. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him going live too often, but he posts. So that's not the problem. Okay? I'll tell you a quick thing of what I think. I think he's developed a core fan base that's rooted over here in Canada, and that's great because he's from here. But he needs to create a core fan base of American stands, like Pressa stands. Creating a core fan base is not easy. These are the people who are going to ride with you when you're up and you're down. Okay, so when your numbers are high in the sky, they might not like all of the ways that you've evolved, but they're your core audience, so they're going to ride with you regardless. So when you're in the million, let's say your core audience is 100,000 people. When you're riding high and you have millions, they're part of that 100,000. When your shit goes back down and you're like back down to 100,000, that's them. Right? So having a core audience is valuable. They're the ones who are going to ride for you in the comments. Like you see NBA Youngboy, how his audience is always like, why be better? Why be better? Those are core fans that no matter what this motherfucker does, they're riding. You make a video talking about Youngboy and it's not favorable, or it's Youngboy versus somebody else, why be better? Why be better? Why be better? Why be better? Pressa needs some of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has them over here, but even over here, they need to ride harder. Pause. Like, we need to see like his core fan base in the comment section banging out with these guys who are trying to diss him in the States under the Breakfast Club comments, let's say. For every comment that's dissing him, one of his core fan base like, nah, man, yo, fuck you, Press is the best. You get those kind of fans, that's a perfect start. Now all you need is just the right hit, and that core fan base will take it to the rest of the way. They'll champion you to your hit. Besides the bells and whistles that it takes to actually have a hit, like the 250,000 that, if you want to have a top 40 radio hit, you got to have that money too. Or your label is going to have to be willing to spend that money. So they have to know that this song is going to be the song that's going to be playing in commercials, playing at the stadiums. They need that. Rockboy says maybe a feature with Drake. Yeah. That's the major favor right there because the label can't afford it. That's going to be that has to be Drake saying, you know what? Here, you can have a feature from me for free because we homies. Mind you, and this is just out of my speculation, I don't think it's that easy. Like, for example, Drake had the feature with Smiley. It's a good look. But Drake is also Smiley's also signed to OVO. So it makes sense. Pressa, yes, he put on Pressa. or he helped to put on Pressa, helped to put Pressa onto the eyes of the masses. But Pressa has a deal now. He's with Sony. Drake's with Universal. So it might not be as easy of a play to get that Drake feature done when you got that label red tape between the two artists. And like, there's a lot that goes into it. Are you guys going to be able to get the right song that is going to take him to the top? You know what I'm saying? Because the Drake Stimmy, that works, but it only works with the right tune. You give him a dud, we're back to square one. I think he needs a solo tune that's so infectious, that's so TikTok worthy, so fucking like, yo, you heard this? That the label's like, yeah, let's spend that $250,000. And I'll mention it again, $250,000. Now, you know, might you ask, what do you mean, Friday? Payola's illegal. You can't pay the radio station to play your songs. That's illegal. This is true. That $250,000 that the label spends to make a hit song, and let me reiterate, that's what it costs to make a hit song. Roughly. It's not going directly to the radio station, DJs, and the personalities' pockets, because that's payola. That's illegal. So I'll show you a quick lesson on how they spend that $250,000 to make you, the artist, have that hit song that's playing on top 40 radio. So let's go to the different radio stations in all the different markets, and let's start with some advertisements. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that person's pulling up in town, let's pay for a bunch of ads for all the radio stations in the different markets. Press is coming to town. Go tap in. We're giving out free tickets. We need about this amount of ad spots or whatever. Here you go. Here's a big bag of money. Here's a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, the song's playing on the radio. The song's playing on the ad. But that's just one part of the $250,000. You got backdoor opportunities. Pause. Where, like, of course, payola is illegal. But it doesn't mean that, you know, you can't holler at a motherfucker behind the scenes and be like, yo, if I give you a couple grand or 10 grand here, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to some of the biggest DJs, some of the bigger influencers, some of the bigger program directors, let's say, because it's not about the DJ anymore. It's all about the program director. You got them in pocket, all that money is off the books, as they say. Here's another level. People calling in, request. Yo, play that new Pressa song. Play that new Pressa song. Play it again. I know you just played it 20 minutes ago. Play it again. And that's happening all over the place, in all markets. Hundreds of people calling over and over again. Yo, play that new Pressa song. That ain't free, my guys and ladies. There be some of that 250,000 around. Make sure to call every hour on the hour. Yo, play that new Pressa. I'm giving you game right here, yo. Type of shit right here that I'm talking about. They might get mad at me for telling you all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's a couple of other things. But when that's all said and done, you know, oh, playlisting. Let's not forget the playlisting. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you get your song put on the new Rap Caviar playlist update. Getting your picture and your logo for your new shit pushed near the top of iTunes and Spotify and all the different listening platforms. We'll take a little bit more out of that 250,000. Put that all together, 250,000, you got to hit. Okay? So now when you guys go back now and you're listening to the radio, when you're at work, you're doing whatever you're doing, and you're hearing certain tunes that keep on playing over and over and over again, rewind this and remember what your old Uncle Friday said, 250,000. Okay? The labels got it. Of course they got it because they're taking it out of your pocket. They're taking it out of your budget. But they need to know that when they spend that 250,000, that they're going to make back millions. It's worth it when you got a hit song. When you know you got a hit on your hands, they'll spend that money. Oh, I forgot about the TikTok influencers. Let's not forget about them. Okay? They need some money too. Couple thou wow here, couple thou wow there. You got your big following, highest following, most influential TikTokers dancing to your shit. Don't get me wrong, a lot of that shit is organic. But these record companies, they dirty, fam. It's actually not dirty, it's just the price of business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Is this dirty practices or is this part of the business? Okay? Sometimes I feel like it's dirty practices, and other parts of me are like, okay, well, you know, this is just the cost of doing business. You got to spread the money around. If you got it, you got to spend it. But it also, from the moral side of me, because I do have morals, it takes away from actual good music, good artists, amazing artists who don't have that same kind of leverage, who don't have that same kind of money to be pushing $250,000 buttons. So yeah, Pressa has that machine behind him. He's signed to Sony. I'm not saying that they owe him this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they got to press the button on him because then he's going to be in the whole 250,000. But when he does get that hit, that one that's going to fucking really tear down the place, trust me, they will press that button and spend that money to make sure that his song plays all over the fucking place, every hour on the hour, and it's part of what they call top 40 radio. So big salute to Pressa, doing his motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can get a Ye feature. If he can get a Ye feature, especially right now with the way fucking Kanye West has been wilding out, gravy train. Trust me.